Hey guys, I'm Fancy, and you're watching the Good Wives Network. And I came on today to just do a little get ready with me video. I'm not feeling real great. I've been a little bit under the weather, so I just wanted to put on my face and do some makeup and curl my hair and stuff because it sometimes helps me feel better. But we have had just the craziest last week in all of the true crime community. I mean, so much has happened, including and up to O.J. Simpson passing away yesterday with his battle with cancer. And that one really hit me. I was like, oh my God, finally, this dude is gone. Like, he has deserved justice that he never got for so many years. And people still seem to think he's relevant in some freaking weird ass way. And it just totally blows my mind. Just blows my mind. But for those of you that are just joining in, please tap and like and share and all that good stuff. You know, so this gets out on the algorithms. I'm trying to rebuild up my following from all the crazy mess that happened earlier in this year. Can you guys believe we're only going into April at this point? April. We are going into April, and all the crazy things that have happened in the first 3 months of this whole brand new year of 2024. I can't even begin to tell you how crazy I honestly feel like this is. I feel like we've been in a Twilight Zone. And it's really funny because I keep saying the same one. The Twilight Zone that I remember that was the creepiest one for me was the one with the guy on the wing of the plane, the little like guy on the wing of the plane, and he was eating the engine. And it's so funny because I say it all the time, and I didn't realize it. I even said it in our podcast when we were talking about this. And that is what I have felt. Since I came onto this case in 2017, I have felt like nothing but a Twilight Zone is happening. I have felt like the world has just lost its mind with this. And it's not just with Gypsy Rose. It's in so many ways right now. I mean, so much is going on. The Quiet on the Set stuff is coming out. Have you guys been following that at all? The Quiet on the Set, the Nickelodeon scandals that are coming out and the Disney scandals that are about to start, I guarantee you, because Disney is just as bad, if not worse, than Nickelodeon. Hey everybody, hi, how are you today? Just kind of curling my hair, putting on my face, trying to make myself feel a little better today. As you can hear from my voice, I'm a little bit under the weather with some sort of gunky cold. It's kind of been kicking my ass for a couple of days. So this week has not gone the way we had planned as far as for, hey CM, hey Marty, hi April, hi everybody, as far as we wanted it to go for content, because we were hoping to do quite a bit of stuff this week on Natalia Grace and Delphi and Krista Rogers and all of those things. But both Sarah and I came down with some horrible, horrible stuff. Yes, I did read that Gypsy is trying to get alimony from Ryan. I posted the article on our TikTok and on all of our socials. She's also filed for a temporary restraining order against him. I cannot believe this shit that she is trying to pull. Do you guys believe this? Can you believe it? What are your thoughts on this? Yeah, My Tribe I Heard. I already posted that one too, that she's filing a restraining order. Oh, that sounds familiar. I don't know anybody else that she's doing that against. You know, but I mean, this week has been crazy for everything. From everything, not just her stuff. I mean, I think she does this stuff to stay in the forefront because she starts to fall out of the public eye. And what does she do immediately? The next thing we do, the next day, we get another scandal from Gypsy Rose. And like I said, I told you it's all a distraction. It's all a distraction. What do you all think about this P. Diddy stuff coming down? That's that craziness, right? Right? Yeah, she's assassinating his character. Yeah, she is. She is, and that's part of her MO, because she has to always be the perpetual victim in all of this. She can never let anyone else be a victim, and it's wild. It's just wild. But we've got the Diddy stuff. We've even got Alec Murdaugh coming out now. Do you think he's going to get a new trial? I think he's going to get a new trial. And I personally, and this may not be popular opinion, but I personally think that Alec Murdaugh did not murder his wife and child. Did not murder his wife and child. I'm not saying I don't think that he didn't have part in it. I think that he definitely could have hired somebody. And I think that the target, if anybody, was Paul. Definitely not his wife Maggie. I do not believe that she was the target. I believe that she was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Now, I do believe that he called her home to Moselle to find the body. That's what I believe. I do believe that that he called her home so she would be the one to find the body, so that he wouldn't have to find the body and be a suspect. But I don't think that he is who pulled the triggers. I really do not. There were two different guns, and there is absolutely no evidence, none, not a single stitch of evidence to prove that Alec did anything. There's no gun residue. There's no blood splatter on his clothes. There's nothing. The only thing that they sunk him on was that Snapchat video 3 minutes before their phones go dark. And that, to me, is not enough evidence to say that, yes, he did this. It puts him at a crime scene 3 minutes before. It, however, does not put him at a crime scene when it's happening. It just doesn't. There's no smoking gun in this. There isn't. And I just don't think that they proved it. I just don't think they can. So, I mean, I'm really interested to see how this plays out. What are your guys' thoughts on the county clerk? Do you think what she did was inappropriate, or are you on the side that thinks that she has every right to write a book and she did what she did? I don't know if she really tampered with the jury or not. Like, there's so much about that case that is interesting to me. What do you all think? Tell me what you think. I want to hear it from you guys. I want to hear what your thoughts and feelings are. CM says, I don't think they proved it. Marty Mart says, I don't think so either. So you guys are saying that you don't think they proved that Murdaugh did it? I don't know what I think happened, though. Like, I do think that Paul was the target. And I don't know if that's from the Mallory Beach situation or not, or if it was more along the lines that Daddy knew that if it came out that, came out and he got convicted, they were going to look hard at his financials and then more stuff would be happening. I really don't know what his motive would be, honestly, for killing his wife and child. I can't think of any in the scheme of that story that makes sense to me, unless, like I said, it was a hit that he had put out, and I don't know. See, I don't think the recording in the kennel has anything to do with proving him guilty or innocent. To be honest, I just don't feel it has any relevance. It only proves that yeah, he was down at his kennel at some point in time that night. It doesn't prove anything else. Like, nothing else at all. And that's the thing I can't wrap my head around. There's like no evidence in this case whatsoever. He brought her home to do them both in. That's what you think? See, I really think that she was brought home to be the witness. I don't know why he would want to take out his wife. I can't figure that one out at all. Not in this case. I just can't figure out what he would have accomplished by taking out his wife. I don't know. And then Crystal Rogers, whoo-wee, is that heating up? I mean, we've got 3 suspects now. Hopefully, I haven't seen that Nick Houck has gotten arrested yet, but I do know that the DA is gunning for him. And I hope that happens sooner than later, because I do think that he is responsible for Tommy Ballard's unaliving. Anyway, keep hitting and sharing, guys. Keep hitting and sharing. He was there when it happened and denied he was even down there by the kennels. I understand that that's what you think, and I know that, but that still does not prove that he is the one who did it. It just does not prove that. It doesn't for me. I mean, I get it. I get where you're coming from with it. I totally understand the logical process of it. If it's kind of like, if it quacks like a duck and walks like a duck and it smells like a duck, then it's a duck, right? But in this case, I don't think it quacks like a duck and walks like a duck. I think it quacks like a duck and walks like a swan. Chad Daybell, whoo, that case is crazy. That Lori Vallow case. We started off with that case when it first broke. I'm so sorry. When it first broke. And we did, on the 1-year anniversary of the kids' deaths, where they said they were going to be raptured, we did a 24-hour live feed over on YouTube in conjunction with a couple other content creators. It was pretty interesting. Chad Daybell, oh boy, that guy is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, man. That whole story is just one crazy mess after another, you know. Vicky, it's not a fact that he did it. It's not. It's not a fact. It's not a fact. It is not a fact. It is that jury, with what the evidence they had, they convicted him, of course, but I don't think it's a fact at all. And I think he's going to get a new trial, especially because of what they've accused the court reporter of doing. Now, I don't think she did anything wrong, but it's going to go to a new trial, I think. And, you know, he's looking at life for those stupid for the fraud charges. He almost got life on those. I think he got sentenced to 40 years. He was looking at life for them. So it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense to me. None of that case makes sense to me in the way that it's played out. I don't know. It doesn't fit. Something is off to me in that case. Just something. I don't know exactly what it is. I haven't put my FOIA in for it yet. I intend to do so because we are going to be covering the Murdaugh case. Oh, shit. The Murdaugh case here in a little bit. It's one of the cases that we'll be covering. We're also going to be looking at a couple of older cases like Betty Broderick. We're going to be comparing Christian Longo and Chris Watts. I don't think it matters because he will die in prison regardless. Well, yeah, I agree. I agree with that because he's going to from all the fraud. Totally. Not to mention, I'm sure there's people in the town that he helped put away or his daddy helped put away or what have you that will come for him in prison. I mean, yeah. This little slice of hair right here always, I don't know what's going on. I've got like this bald spotty thing right here in the front of my head now, and it's driving me crazy because it just now started happening this last year. And it's probably from my long-term COVID effects because I lost a bunch of hair from that. But my hair started finally growing again. So I'm thankful for that. But, I mean, I feel like I've just got such, I don't know. My hair is not as pretty as it used to be. And it drives me crazy because my hair was always my thing. I always loved my hair. That was one of my favorite features. See, it just looks, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if I do my makeup and I brush it out some. Maybe. Let's see. All right, well, that's enough of the curling iron. Anyway, you know, let's see. What else is going on in the world of true crime right now? There's so much going on. O.J. Simpson passing was interesting. I did not have that on my Thursday bingo card. For sure. I did not have that on my Thursday bingo card. So, they're still trying to track down the missing $6 million-ish that they can't find. Is that with Murdaugh? Is that with Murdaugh that they're still trying to do that? I haven't followed Murdaugh as closely as I would have liked to, just because of the fact that I've been so busy working on my book and my documentary and everything that's coming. So, in building my company, I haven't been able to pay attention to the true crime stuff as much. We've also got a bunch of stuff coming out about the Menendez brothers, which we're wanting to cover that. Have you guys seen the special that just came out, Victims or Villains? It's pretty interesting. I've watched it. I've tried to watch it a couple of times, and I have not been able to get all the way through it yet because I keep getting distracted. But anyway, sorry guys. Like I said, I have a touch of a cold right going on right now. Hold on. Yes, with Murdaugh. Yeah. So, you know, what do you think about Becky Hill and all of that? Do you think that what she did was inappropriate? Or do you think that, or do you guys think that she was, you know, fine doing what she did? I don't think there's an inappropriate for her to write the book, but if she did talk to jurors without the knowledge of the prosecutor or the judge, then yeah, I definitely think she did something wrong. But I don't know how much weight that held on anything. But I do think it's enough to get him a new trial. I mean, I do think so. That's kind of crazy to me that, you know, just her doing that really could jeopardize it. And that's why it's so important in these court cases that we stick only to the facts and we only look at the things that that matter, because people, you know, certain people say certain things and they think that that matters in a court case, and it really doesn't. The court of law is very clear on what does and doesn't get into court cases many times. Sorry. So, you know, some people think, oh, this should be in there or that should be in there. But honestly, the motions before the court case to me are more interesting than the court cases themselves sometimes, because I want to know what they don't want in there. Why do they not want something in there? Like with Nick's appeal that just came out, and yes, he was denied. I know some people think that it was a positive appeal. It was not. He did get denied. I think he has one more appeal, maybe state level, but he's definitely going to take it. I think Nick will win in the Supreme Court. I think that's where he's going to get his justice, because the city of Springfield ain't going to give it to him. But in his offer of proof, the defense attorney in his appeal states that he never thought about calling an expert specifically for autism in the court case for the expert that testified as to whether or not Nick was competent to stand trial and whether or not he was able to deliberate or not. Well, I call bullshit on that, because if that was what the entire offer of proof was actually about. The entire offer of proof was the prosecution telling Nicholas's defense attorneys that the Dr. Franks that they had called as their expert witness in this was not qualified. So how can you sit here and say that you never even thought to look for anyone else when before the trial even started, the prosecuting attorney is telling you that you need a better fucking expert and this guy isn't qualified? So how can you sit up in there and state that you never thought to even contact someone when the prosecuting attorney told you to absolutely contact someone? What is wrong with you? Like, seriously? What in the hell? Like, how bad of a fucking lawyer do you have to be? Like, seriously, that's fucking bonehead lawyer mistake 101. Like, Jesus. How dumb are you? Just how freaking dumb are you? Dumb. Just dumb. And guys, I'm not the best at doing makeup, so you're not getting some great tutorial here. Sorry. I'm horrible at it, but I like to play around and have some fun and do it. This is the makeup from our Lipstick, Lashes, and Lies line. This one is actually the Day of the Dead stuff that I'm putting on right now, which we don't have it out anymore, but we will be re-releasing new makeup here in the next couple of weeks, because we are coming back with Lipstick, Lashes, and Lies. We'll be doing Betty Broderick to start off with. But yeah, so the offer of proof straight up told Patterson straight up told them that their defense attorney or their defendant was not going to be well suited with this expert, that he wasn't going to be served, that he was not qualified to dispute whether he could deliberate or not. And it's 100% true. And his civil liberties were really violated, to be honest with you. They really were. His civil liberties were violated the second that Mahali did not call in somebody when she was questioning him, because it's very obvious that he is not capable of understanding what he's doing in that confession. And that's why I think the justice system needs to be reformed in that aspect. I think that they need to be informed that there should be an advocate in every police station across the country, on call at all times, should be there, watching through the glass just like they are, watching the videos just like they are, just like the police are, to stop them from being able from committing, a civil liberties kind of thing like this. And that's exactly what happened with Nicholas. And they should have stopped the conversation. There should not have been a confession. And without that confession, they really didn't have a solid case against him for first degree at all. They had a case for second, for sure. But without his confession, and without that interview he did internationally, they had nothing. They had no real anything against him except for that. Like, seriously. And there's questions now as to what did Nick actually do? What did Gypsy actually do? Was someone else involved? Possibly. And all of that. And I really do believe that Nick's civil liberties were violated in his interrogation. I really do. I do. I have a cold. I have a terrible cold. That's why I haven't been live this week, because I haven't even had a voice until today. I hate it. I hate doing lipstick. I like the color of this lipstick. I do not like the way I apply this lipstick at all. I hate it. I literally hate it. Now it's all over my teeth. Ugh! Now I've got a bleeding lip. Ugh! Dang it! For crying out loud! I'm just making it worse. Oh, hold on. This is why I don't do makeup. Police sure can't help. No, they can't. They really can't help him. And I don't think you're going to get justice in Missouri at all. I think the Supreme Court is where he'll win and maybe get justice, but it depends on how much bad stuff they're really covering up and not telling everybody, because there's a lot of shit that's going on in that town that was swept under the rug when they did the Gypsy Rose shit plea deal. A lot got swept away. Not even kidding you. There's a lot of corruption in that town. Just a shit ton of corruption in that town, especially in that neighborhood, especially with those people. So, there we go. All right, now I got shit on my face. And I look better. But I feel better. Anyway, guys, well, there you go. Now you watch me get ready. Pollen. Oh no, pollen doesn't help at all. No. Yeah, absolutely not. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in and watching with me get ready and put my makeup on. And we'll see you sometime this week. I promise that we are trying to cover some of the other things, but with Sarah and I both really sick, it's been hard. But we're going to try and record some stuff at least for next week, since I have my grandson back next week. I may not be able to get on as much. Because I try not to do it as often when I have him. Just so I can spend time with him and enjoy my life, because this stuff consumes me quite a bit. So, but anyway, thanks guys, and have a wonderful day, and keep coming back. We're going to be sharing a lot. Make sure you go pre-order the copy of our book. Our ebook is out for pre-order right now on Amazon. And our paperback and our hardback books will be coming out at the end of the month. But if you haven't ordered it yet, just go that. And then if you want to know about any of the history of the 7 years, I have been dropping screenshots like crazy of the conversations I've had over the last 7 years with the Blanchard family, the Go to John family, and everybody involved. In our Patreon, on our $1 level a month, Truth Teller tier. So, go join that. I put out a bunch of stuff about Ken. I put over 270 screenshots out yesterday morning, all regarding the Ken situation back when I was with them, and you guys can see for yourselves how that all shook out. All right, thanks very much and have a great day. Bye!